Moderators. Okay. Right. May as well get started then. Oh, done my gloves. What have I done with those? Don't know. Don't need them. So, there's a fair few of these boards to do. I'm going to crack. Oh no! Turn my gas off, haven't I? There, it's back on again. Scoots them through. There. It's going to take a while to get through all of these, but this is the exterior cladding. I'm going through using the Japanese preservation technique. What is it? Shosugi Su, I think it's called. I think I just know the Japanese pronunciation, so I do apologise. The aim is to scorch the wood to within 5 pounds set fire. And that creates a layer of carbon over the top. That will then act as a barrier and stop anything wanting to try and eat it. Also, it's not great, it can give some crackling. Now, a lot of that is taking a lot of moisture out of the water, remnants of the moisture, because this is quite dry already. But it's not terribly dry. So this is allowing the resins within the wood to flow and spread. You can see some going over now. And then that can disperse throughout the wood, help protect further. You don't want it to burn too much though, because that's just wasteful. So trying to just get a net and flow rather than actually set fire. Really very beautiful. This is day 3. Day 3 of doing this, and it's just been really calm. It'll get quite hectic again once this is all done. There's a significant amount to get through. This is hopefully, I'm pretty sure this will be the last day doing this. Then I can cut it to size. Get it installed on the exterior and make this truly sealed tight. So if you don't know about the building, go and have a look at the videos and you'll get an idea of this build. This is the Studio Build series, and this really is a bit of a future preview of what's going to come on this channel. I do feel a little bit guilty because I haven't had an opportunity to put a video out this morning, so I thought I'd try doing something different and show you it actually happening in progress. I do have my camera over the side here, and I've been doing some filming on for this scorching series, or this scorching episode, and that will be coming out in a few weeks' time. And also, you may notice behind me the biggest fear of this glass. It's basically the ethos of the whole studio design came from that one pane of glass. That glass is huge, it was free, but it is a very heavy piece, and it took me quite a while to figure out the means to be able to get that installed in the studio. Which is done. So that's all enclosed. Got the electrics all in. That's all done and dusted. I think the last video that I released, as finishing off the toilet, getting the electrics finished off with over there, the lights moved over. That's done and dusted. So it really is now getting close. So much so that we've got some paint on the floor down here, just below shop. And that is going to be for doing some of the finalisation. What I have to do here is I don't want to burn my to lift the wood up a bit. So I can scrawl the other side of the base part, lower it back down again. This is heavy. I really should have my gloves, but I think I left them in the house. Cool. There we go. Beautiful day here, by the way. Here in Cornwall. And you can see the sun behind me streaming through this huge window. And where you are, you're in the shade, which is part of the point of the design, the overhanging roof, so that although this window is a huge single pane, it could get incredibly hot in the summer because behind me it's south facing. So as I was saying, the ethos of the design of the building is such that it creates an overhang above the window so that it will shade the majority of the glass throughout the summer. And then, as we're now moving into winter, and the sun will drop lower on the horizon, we'll get more of the light coming into the studio. So this place should be toasty warm. Should be. We'll obviously we'll have to see how it goes. So I think going back to the boards. This is larch, Siberian larch, so it's quite a resinous wood. That being the case, it's got an automatic inbuilt amount of barrier to be able to protect the building, so it makes it really good for cladding. That was my material of choice. It's been sat in the garden for flipping weeks, months in fact, and it's great. I'm now finally getting to that point where I can actually get it finished off. So this was the last pile that I had, the last pile of stuff laying in the garden, waiting to come into service. And this is it, now it's happening. So once this is in place, which I'm hoping I can get started today, I had to get a bit of a move on because we do have quite a large storm system coming in this weekend, and it is likely to last throughout the entirety of next week. In some ways good, that is quite useful, because what it will mean is that I can't do building, so I will have to catch up with the edits on all of the stuff that I've got recorded, which will be brilliant. Give me plenty of time to be able to do that. Downside is I won't actually be able to do more on the studio, but possibly might not get this cladding in place. I certainly won't get to finish it, because I don't want to rush it. This is the exterior is the finish. So I want to make sure that's a really good finish. To do that, I've got to take time. So I don't want to rush it. I don't want to just throw it up and end up not being happy with it. So I will have to just take as long as it takes. It's scorching. It takes as long as it takes. And the way to take a lot. So the setup I've got here, I'm actually inside the studio now. I've got both doors propped open, so that I've got a good airflow going through. I was starting off doing it outside. This flame isn't the most powerful. So what I was finding is that with the wind blowing around, it was moving the flame, and so I was having to move the head too close to the wood, and it just wasn't effective. It was like I'm getting nerves. There's quite a draft coming through the door. It's a really, really good day here. It's reduces the effectiveness of the flame and reduces the heat on the flame. So it's just taking a little bit longer. But at least I'm not going to get carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide build up from the burning flame inside the city building. Yes. So it's roundabouts. Say, you know, it doesn't matter if it takes a bit longer. Today, it's quite a nice chill thing to do. When I'm doing the actual building works, it can get a bit frenetic. It is we're trying to get things done from the darkness, trying to rush things through. It can be quite a challenge. The challenge that I have, that I'm finding that I'm doing right at the moment, is the change of weather. This is coming towards end of summer into autumn. So the nights are already going to have less hours in the day outside to be able to see what's going on. So that is forcing me to change the way I work anyway. Necessary in some ways. I've got an interesting, rather bizarre change video in the near future. I'll try and get it out middle of the week. I'll see how it goes. Because we are moving on to autumn, what we're getting is a lot of acorns falling from the oak trees around the edge of the garden. And it also seems to be a masting year. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but masting year is where the oak trees produce an excess amount of acorns. And that has been falling in our gardens. And I thought it's a bit of a waste. We surely could do something with this. So I had a look online and saw that there's a few uses for acorns if you treat them. So that's what I've done. I've actually made some acorn coffee. And bloody hell, it's really good. Really good. And I highly recommend it. As I say, look out for that. That'll be coming out later in the week. And it might be an idea to click on that subscribe button so you can see that one. And if you click the bell, you'll be notified when it comes out. But for now, talking about scorching, crikey, tell you what, talking scorching, it's so warm. There's sun on my back. I should have my shorts on as well. This is cool, it's the end of this side. I'll have to do there. Is flip it away. Not exactly just flip it, because it's quite heavy. 3 pieces together. It's turning the groove. So what I'll be doing is taking each of the pieces apart so I don't damage either the tongue or the groove. I don't want to risk damaging the main piece that holds it together. I have to be quite careful with it when I'm doing that. So I will be taking each piece off individually, laying them flat, moving them around, and then reassembling against a piece of one block of wood down the end there that holds this up near to it. The reason I'm holding it vertical is that the flame is it's better, creates more heat held at 90 degrees to the timber than it does when I'm holding it down. Of course, it's a flame, so naturally the heat wants to rise. So what I'm doing is holding the flame against the timber, keeping it at 90 degrees, and that then, the heat is rising, going up the wood, allows me to burn it nicely and evenly, and creating more heat in the next layer up. So when I do come to that section, that then also is warmed, ready, right, like a pre-warm, ready for the scorching to take place. So now, when I take it apart, and then switch the wood around, and then go for the other side. Bit of a break there. Okay, try not to break the tongues. Two, come on you bugger, there we go. I have to do this, getting a bit too warm now. Which is really nice for this time of year. October, who'd have known it would be this warm? I'm going to make the most of it today before this storm comes in. Then it's going to go it's going to go off. It's going to be pretty bad. Okay. So last piece then. Take him, flip him over. That'll be good. In fact, before I do flip him over, there's one thing I have to do. That is down at this end. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you, but in fact, do it this way. I'll move you down a bit. Might work there. We'll see. Do apologise for the wibbly wobbliness. Okay. What I'm trying to do is hold the timber in place against this piece of wood here. The reason for that is that, as I say, holding the wood vertically gets a better action of the flame. I'll show you what I mean by now with trying to get the flame to work down. All of the heat wants to rise up, so it takes quite a while. If I'm working down to the ground or down perpendicular from above, it takes a fair bit of time for that wood to heat up. Right, let's try again. Lost a connection there. I don't know where it went. And then next, in place. Come on, baby. All right, looking good. And the last one should be in place. Come on, there we go. Can we do it? Oh yeah, baby, come on! Right. So now we can start. Next bit. We'll light them up. Hopefully not burn my workbench too much. But you know what? I've been talking too much. I'm going to shut up now. bit of resin. Yeah. Right. So, there we go. The second side. This is going to take, well, I don't know. It takes about, I don't know, half an hour each side. And I've got another, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces left. This connection is terrible. Is it working? Ranty Hemmand. Hello, Hans. Van Halen, all the way from Dutchland. No, Holland. It's alright, mate. I'm a bit. It's tricky being able to see who's commenting and doing this at the same time. So I do apologise. I can see the odd word coming through. Never tried this before. This is the first time of going live as well. So I think it'll be better in the future because I've got some plans to improve the internet connectivity in here. At the moment, I've got a Wi-Fi set up, a mesh Wi-Fi in the house, which I haven't yet extended into the studio. So this is probably really bad connection that we're getting at the moment. I'm sorry for that. It will be better in the future. Right, how are we doing? Wow, there's 4 people there. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Hope you're doing alright today. It is really lovely here at the moment in Cornwall. The sun is shining, it's really warm, and it's even warmer because I've got a bloody gas burner or something. And I'm absolutely toasting myself and the wood. Just come in, kind of explain what I'm trying to do here. This is a protective layer of carbon that I'm trying to get onto this. This is cedar, so it's large. Sorry, and it is quite a resinous wood. What I'm trying to do is just scorch it so that it creates this black layer and will act as a natural protector for the wood. And also, it looks damn cool because if you look, this is what it was, the whiteness of the wood here. And once I heat it, it brings out this almost creates a negative of the gradient timber. It just makes it jump out. It's fantastic to see it appear. As if it's, we've got this image hidden in the wood. And as you bring the heat in, certain parts will heat up faster than others, in and around the grain structure. As a result, we end up with these natural flow lines being brought to the surface. It's like a magic trick. You see them appear before your very eyes. Occasionally you get pockets of resin as well. It's kind of cool. You can see the back frame on it. What I don't want to do is I don't want to burn that off because I want it to settle and flow in through the timber as much as possible. Because that again acts as another barrier, protective barrier for the wood. The resin is of course very water resistant. And just heating glazing around it allows it then to disperse and flow within the rest of the wood. So when this does get put on the exterior of the building, that's what this is going to be. This is the exterior, the final layer of cladding that will go on the outside of this studio. That will then be a perfect weatherproof barrier. I mean, at the moment it's pretty watertight because I've got a bunch of Tyvek sat on the outside of OSB. If you look back through the build of the studio, I've got a wooden frame sat on a huge base, OSB on the outside of it, with Tyvek sitting over the top of that. And the Tyvek is already a waterproof layer. So the building's already watertight. This is just add another layer of protection. I'm going to stick some battens on the outside of the studio, run those across, and then have this. This stuff's going to be then fixed on top of those battens. So there will be a little bit of an air gap in between the Tyvek and this cladding, which should allow for a little bit of airflow and allow it to hopefully just dry out if it does, for whatever reason, it's absolutely drenched. Shouldn't allow it to seep through. One of the things that because I'm not a builder obviously, so one of these all, a lot of this is trial. And one of the trials is that I'm going to run this timber in a way that it's not really designed for. When I have this on the exterior of the building, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it vertically rather than as it's designed for, horizontally. So tongue and groove, the idea is that you've got the tongue that points down, and then it has the groove on the top here. That will actually be the other way up. So when water, in effect, is running in this direction, it comes to the outside of the groove, and should run then down the outside of the next board, and so on and so forth until it runs off the bottom of the building. But this, at the moment, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to have it vertically. So what will happen is there's the risk that the water could actually flow down and collect in these grooves. Potentially, as it's running from top to bottom, if it does run from top to bottom, there's a potential that it could go in through the grooves and soak those out. So I think aesthetically it's going to look better, but physically as a barrier, there's always that risk that it might be a bit, it might still get some water in the place. So just going to watch out for that and see how it goes. Hopefully with having that air gap between the two, between the building and these will allow any water that does actually make it through to run down the backside of this in a way, and also create a little bit of airflow so that they can dry out afterwards. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that's my thinking anyway. Feels pretty logical, but we shall see in time. Now, this process, this charring of the wood, is supposed to create such a protection that it can increase the longevity as long as 150 years. Why I would need it to last 150 years, it would probably be a little bit over the top. There again, I always do things a little bit over the top. It's never, you can't go in with a half measure now, can you? Got to be, it's an all or nothing to it. Now move you around a bit. Let's see what's going on. Catch me. I'm actually doing better for time than I thought. Ring, then I'll start. Ring, then I'll start. Come on, baby. Come on, baby, love fire. Right, are we there? Okay, what? No, I'm not moderating. Anyway, I'm back. Connection is not yet in place, so I'm sorry I keep on dropping out for you, but hopefully it will stay long enough to be able to see what's going on. And this is going to be quite cool because it's going to kill two birds with one stone. 'Cause I'm actually videoing this at the same time. This will be out in probably about 3 weeks, 4 weeks time. So it's probably worthwhile clicking on the subscribe button and the bell so you get notified when this comes out. And you can say, yeah, man, I saw that when it was happening live. That'd be awesome. But you will be able to see it as it happens. This is man. I'll tell you what. If I'd have started and I'd known what was going to be ahead of me, I'd have probably gone, you know what, I'm not going to do that because it was an absolute arse. At times, I'm absolutely knackered trying to get through days and days and days of building this thing. But now, when you get that sort of rosy after effect, glow after having done something that was just so strenuous and so difficult. I'm now actually stood inside the thing that I've built, and it's kind of cool because you just think, all of that effort, that knackering effort to get this far, it's starting to pay off. Because I've got I know that there's going to be some real bad weather coming in, right? But I'm actually stood inside. I'm stood inside the thing that I've built, and I'm protected by the thing that I've actually built. So that's kind of cool. And this is going to protect it even more. This thing, when it goes out, it's not going to be bulletproof, evidently, but it's going to be bloody. It's going to look the nuts. I love the tones that come out of this wood when I'm scorching it. It does look pretty good. And I'm hoping that you can see it because, as I say, with the connection that I've got at the moment here, I haven't yet, I've got plans to make it better, but I haven't yet put it in place. So this is a little bit early for what I really should be doing. So down the way, I'll show you, see,